Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Saturday night. Welcome back to ROM Hack Races. It's good to see you, in a manner of speaking, in chat. I hope you're doing really, really well, staying comfy, staying warm. It's a cold one out there. And, maybe we could find some warmth and some fun, in the present time, yeah, for sure. But definitely, if we go back, it's 2013 here tonight. We got a level from AmperSam. Please feel free to make some noise, by a show of emotes or whatever you got. We got a level from AmperSam tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. Long-time ROM Hack Race contributor and very good friend, maker, builder of the ROM Hack Races base ROM that has since fueled so many wonderful ROM Hack creations and Kaizos since its creation, and I know we'll go on to fuel many more. AmperSam's got a level for us tonight. Testers, we had testers behind the scenes who helped us out. Check this level out, make sure it's good, ready to go. They are Fen, Doc, Mithrillionaire, RB Pimlico, Walking Eye, and Kerr. So with all these big gamers, it's going to be a well-tested level and a good race. We got ratings. Testers even gave us ratings for it. Complexity tonight, 5 out of 10. Execution, 6 out of 10. 2 sections. The racers know this. And these sections average 5 out of 10 length. How many units is that? I don't know. It's a 5. 5 whole units, 5 sauces, like that little kitten that was 2 sauces big. I'm GlitchCat. I will be bringing you the play-by-play tonight. If you have any questions or anything you want to shout out, please just feel free to comment in chat or ask, and I'll try to guide us all along the way. What else do I want to say? Oh yeah, right, you might not even know what's going on here. Right, jeez, holy cow, I'm speaking as though you all know what's up. This is ROM Hack Races. Welcome if you're brand new. We do this every Saturday night, and you are about to see these racers, Louis Duce, Jank Pickle B2, and Nathan MG to start us off. But even more waiting in the wings. You're about to see all these racers take on this level that they have never seen before. They have no idea what's in it other than the ratings that I just gave you, and they don't know what they're going to have to do. It's a sight reading, competition, improvisation, skills and wits are going to win the day, and it's a contest between consistency and one-shots, whether or not the players will get something on their first try, get some knowledge and progress, or whether or not they're consistent enough on the things they've already learned to get another shot at the obstacle they're trying to get past. And we'll see who takes the win tonight, but it's a community event, right? We're here for everybody. All the low end pulling in with the raid. Thank you so much for the raid and for all you do around the ROM Hack Races shop. I feel like we have a shop. It's really just the Discord. You can jump on too if you go to romhackraces.com. Yeah, I think that's actually it. Wow, hey, I said like everything I wanted to say. Wow, hey, welcome. Jeez, oh man, I hope y'all are doing really well. I've had a freaking silly day today. Just a day, relaxing, doing nothing, taking care. Had a little minor HP loss from a random encounter, but I'm feeling well, and I hope you're feeling well too. Jeez, how are you? What's up? We got scouts, of course. The scouts will be watching all the other racers who signed up. We got 14 right now. M4H, B2, Bob Barrow, Endless Ascent, Germdove, Halcyon, E. Falony, new name, unknown recognized. Jank Pickle, Louis Duce, Mr. Hank Scorpio, Nathan MG, Quiet Mason, Sealcadelic, You Fail Me, Zaplex, Catch 'em, gotta catch 'em all. We got Kelgand, Osu, What's Up Dot, and Fen looking out for everybody behind the scenes to tell us which racers are taking the lead. They're gonna try to swap them in. We've got Osu helping us run the restream so that you all get to see this nice, wonderful gameplay. We got Louis, Jank Pickle, B2, and Nathan here ready to start us off. We got me and you, and we got Kaizo Mario. So, how's it going? 2013 was a decade ago. I know, man. I know. Holy moly. Well, we're going back to the past. Let's go. Oh, wow. I was really excited to see what AmperSam made for us tonight, and look at this. It's a classic Kaizo. Oh, how exciting. Oh, it's classic looking. We've got classic aesthetics. We've got the classic chuck gate, a little Kaizo block that's outlined up there. Oh yeah, these players should be familiar with how this works. So this is your basic. No, well, I hate to say basic. That makes it sound uninteresting. But this is Kaizo Mario by the books here. And I would keep an eye, if I were you, on Louis Duce here in the upper left-hand corner. They're already making some big moves. And we're watching for who can get past this chuck gate. But it might be Nathan, or it might be Jank Pickle here. Wow, that's a really cool chuck gate. And it looks like, yeah, Jank Pickle figured it out. So Wow, cool. A classic inversion, or a modern inversion on the classic chuck gate. First invented by T. Takamoto in the first level of Kaizo 1. The idea is that we've got the clapping chuck that jumps when you're sort of in a proximity to it. Now, there's a way to determine whether or not you can get under the chuck, but you just kind of have to be in the air above him for all intents and purposes. And normally you got them running under the chuck, but in this case, AmperSam's got a little twist for us here. You're going up by avoiding the Kaizo block. That's kind of hard to see, but it's a yellow outlined block. You want to not hit that from below because it's going to pop out and surprise you and block the way. Once you're above the chuck, trying to bop the chuck on its head so that the chuck will run forward and you can make this next jump. All these racers on screen right now absolutely, positively understand what needs to be done here. And that's what's really interesting about this race is that you're seeing pure fundamentals at work right now. You're seeing these racers dial in exactly the right movements and get really consistent. Once they've figured that out, okay, don't do this, always stand a little bit over here. Yep, there we're on one tile, a dream, and some really, really excellent D-pad skills. And here goes Jank Pickle. Yo, look out. Upper right-hand corner, Jank Pickle making a break for it. And that's the most progress I've seen so far. But we got Quiet Mason in the lower right. They made a level recently, so perhaps they could make a level and get the podium. I think that would be a first, actually. If the maker of last week's level would then go on to win the next week's level. Wow, okay, so we got these, I don't know, man. I call them underpants platforms. I think they look like underpants. I just don't know. That's just what's stuck in my head. Louis Doucet now trying to figure this one out. So we got Louis, Jank, and Quiet Mason getting to this new underpants platform obstacle. Still with the Kaizo block. You're going to see those. Watch for them. I really like, man, I'm just like watching this level because I love this classic Kaizo feel. And AmperSam's really throwing some neat stuff here with the interesting little jumps you have to do to avoid the Kaizo block. First with the chuck gate, and then you'll see another one at the obstacle that's directly past that. Here goes Louis. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. I think Louis was trying that pipe. I think Louis was curious if you could actually go in that yellow pipe up there. Halcyon, though, lower left. Yeah, we're going to see some movement here. 3.5 minutes. Oh, this is so perfect. Oh, jeez. I really, really like this. AmperSam, a really, really wonderful contributor to so many things in the Kaizo community. If you have made a level or played a level recently, or a ROM hack, with the ROM hack races base ROM, you are reaping the fruits that AmperSam has sown for us. Is that how that works? The oats? I don't think you sow fruits. I think you sow oats and plant fruits? Maybe grow them on trees. Anyway, AmperSam grew the trees. We all get to have some fruits. You know, fruits, trees, they're good for you. Louis Doucet. Oh, no, is it Halcyon? Interesting setup there. Very classic. The bullet bill launcher fires on a consistent timer. As long as it's loaded in, that bullet bill launcher is on the screen, it's going to fire like repeatedly. Shoot a bullet, Pachurl goes away. Pachurl, shoot another one. And that is a consistent time. And what needs to happen here is that Louis and the rest of these racers need to figure out how to articulate their jumps in this moment. They kind of want to waste as much time as possible. That first bullet shoots. There's Louis in the upper left going for it. Halcyon too. Watch when someone gets up to that. The first bullet's going to shoot right when they get there. And then they're going to have to figure out how to move and waste enough time during those next couple of bounces in order so that the next bullet that fires will be in the right spot for them when they do that. Now, this would be easy except for the fact that there are low ceilings, the flying Koopas are situated in a weird way, and the real elegance, I think, of this kind of level design. Here goes Louis, up and over, no problem. Louis Doucet in the, what's that, upper left? Looking for that checkpoint, can he get it? Wow, let's go. That's an H for Louis, and didn't even need to spin jump over that pokey. I'd have gone for the spin jump personally, just for the safety, but Louis a daredevil. Jank Pickle looking to catch up. They are one jump away, but this is a big move for Louis here because they get to learn. He gets to learn, like, unopposed. They're the only one that gets to see what is going on in this section right now. And the more knowledge they have. But could it be Halcyon? Oh, watch out, Halcyon. Oh, they see. Halcyon, a smart player. Oh, yeah. Halcyon gets what's going on here, and they're just trying to situate themselves. Meanwhile, Louis just learning. Ooh. Yikes. There's the value of that one shot. Louis had never seen that obstacle right before the checkpoint, but they got it on their first try. Could have been anybody, but that gave Louis an advantage there. Halcyon had the chance? Maybe. This is Mario Land music. I actually know this song for a change. That consistency, though. Wow, not wasting any time. Halcyon's back there. Jeez. And Quiet Mason, too. Man, everybody taking these deaths where Louis had managed to get through it. No lead is safe, though. Louis trying to get through what we got up here. We got Pokies. We got Super Koopas. We got Kaizo Block. We're using slope speed. Neat. Mario's butt is the most invincible thing in the whole wide world. And if you are sliding into something, you'll just destroy it. And that's what needs to be done in Louis Doucet's case. They're getting up off that note block, sliding down on the slope, and then bouncing on the note block without pressing left or right in order to maintain butt state in the air. Yes, it's called butt state. I was gonna say I don't make the rules, but I have coined some things. So, I don't know. I'm on the committee. It's called butt state. But they're trying to preserve butt state. If you're sliding, you don't want to press left or right. You only press down to slide and then nothing else. And you'll just keep your butt sliding. Oh, neat. Oh, I love this. Little Kaizo block obstacle. Yeah, look out, Louis. You fail me with the H? We got a H here? If anybody has any questions or anything you want to learn more, say there really isn't a heck of a lot of like tech to explain in this level, and it's got this elegant simplicity that I really can't get over right now. But if you have any questions, you want to learn more about Kaizo or whatever, please feel free to just shout it out in chat. So I think we got an H for You Fail Me. If we could get them, I don't know if yeah, I'm not sure if we got can rotate in. We got Nathan. Okay, we got Nathan, we got Louis, and You Fail Me. Right now we're looking at Jank Pickle, Halcyon, Quiet Mason as well. Louis Doucet, oh, man. Two sections tonight. All right, yeah, we got You Fail Me up here, upper part of your screen. Louis Doucet as well. Battling it out here on the second section. We got Nathan MG, left-hand corner. Also second section. Quiet Mason in the lower right here, working on it. We got a bunch of racers that are really, really close to the first checkpoint. And it really could be anybody's race right now. Louis with the most progress, but here goes Quiet Mason in the... I'm sorry, You Fail Me, excuse me. Oh, what is this? You Fail Me in the upper right there. Made a little bit of progress. Is this what Kaizo was like in 2013? You know, honestly, this is a little bit. Yeah, one could say this is. I think this is more reminiscent of the earlier, maybe 2010, 2017. You Fail Me though, playing like it's 2023 with these skills. Oof. So there's a neat little bit of tech here. Nathan going for that same jump with the butt slide preservation off the slope. There's a neat little bit of tech there involved with killing that charge and chuck that's sitting in that one tile gap. There's a question block that's right in the ceiling, right above the chuck. If one were to hit a question block and the shockwave, you could think of it like that. There's like a little shockwave that gets produced by hitting the block. If that shockwave contacts the chuck, which is in the adjacent square to the right, it'll just die. It just goes away. Chucks just don't like blocks. They don't like, they're like, keep it down, you kids, yeah. They're like that. Is that? Oh, that is Quiet Mason with the H. Nicely done. We got all four racers on screen right now. It is anybody's game right now. Louis trying to work with these jumps for the longest, but man, we've got some really good one-shots going on. Love that butt slide. Nathan MG with their turn. Yeah, there's the block right next to the chuck. So Nathan wants to hit that block, get rid of the chuck. That will kill. Hitting the block will kill the chuck. And then they're going to proceed from there. Oh, whoa, you fail me. Wow. Wow. You fail me in the upper right. Please direct your attention to the upper right-hand corner of your screen so we can watch what you fail me does here. Oh. Sorry. Sorry, everyone look away. Stop. Wait, come back. Come back. Oh, gee. Oh, Panga. Good try, though. That is you fail me taking the lead, actually. So that's a really tricky part, and I think that's a bit of quick brain work there. That chuck obstacle is a little bit more difficult than it is at first glance. It's difficult to move around in that area. And because you're on a note block, you have to bounce at least a certain amount of height. And in the way that situation is set up, most of those bounces will just kill you. You'll just go right up into the muncher ceiling and then you got nothing, pal. And so by figuring out that they needed to move in such a way that they're hitting the Kaizo blocks that are blocking the path, and that lets them make the safe jump. Yep, that's what you fail me figured out there, and that is really clever level design and quick thinking. But it's not over, yo. You know, lead could change. The lead already changed once. Louis Duce still working hard. We got great players going on here. Don't be fooled into thinking someone is playing badly here. 12 minutes into a tough level like this is some serious gameplay. I don't know what it is, and you know, they're all good ROM hack race levels, but this one has just got me. Just kind of got me watching. I'm like on the edge of my seat here. I think what I love about this level so much is that this is really, you're seeing fundamentals, and you might see them from you fail me in the upper right. Oh, wow. Nice. Wow. The lead change and the win. You fail me for the first place tonight. Wow, that jump. That final jump. Wow. Look at how one-shots have really made the day for progress, though. Louis with the one-shot for the checkpoint where others didn't make the one-shot, but then you fail me for the one-shot at the end. That was really well played. Nicely done. Sub 15 and a first place tonight. We're still here hanging out for everybody, though, so see who does what. You never know who's going to surprise us. We want the podium. Is it going to be Louis? Upper left-hand corner. Now, can they get the one-shot? Oh, can they? Oh, I feel like that was me. I feel like I did that. Am I unlucky tonight? Am I being unlucky? Man. See that though? I love that little jump. We've seen that at the end of like Casio. I kind of feel like that's a low-key Casio shout out from the end there. That like stack of Kaizo blocks that you have to jump through. It's a strange little angle that you have to make. But the idea with jumping through Kaizo blocks like that is you see the square that's outlined, or maybe you don't, but we're being nice here, and you see the outlined square. The only thing that has to happen for you to activate the block, and Louis Duce right back here, upper left if you please. But the only thing that has to happen for you to update, or to activate the block, is if Mario's head hits the bottom. So as you're looking at that little yellow square, just don't have the top of Mario's head hit the bottom line of the yellow square. As long as I think there's a little bit of tolerance actually. I think you could be a little higher and still hit it. But let's just assume for watching that you just don't want to hit the bottom. And so all you have to do, if Mario's feet are going through it, you're just not going to activate the block, right? The block can only be hit from below. And that's the general idea of Kaizo block avoidance, which is, you know, silly, but we used to talk about that a lot in Kaizo, how to avoid Kaizo blocks, the best method for jumping around or through something. We don't really talk about that much anymore. Louis Duce, oof. Wait, hidden blocks are a tile smaller. I'm not sure. Wait, do I have my info wrong? Is this a learning opportunity? I'm not sure how you mean. But it's Louis, B2, Nathan, MG, Quiet Mason looking for second place right now. Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. Hidden blocks are a pixel smaller than what the actual edge of the outline is. That's interesting. And that, you know, really that pixel could make a difference in some cases. But you know, we used to have a lot of these conversations about like, oh yeah, try to jump from here and move like this so that you avoid the Kaizo block or whatever. And like, we don't talk about that anymore. Thank you for the raid. You fail me. That's a first place tonight, my friend. Number 1. Can we get some number 1s in chat? Go and follow. You fail me. That was excellent. That one shot at the ending, clutch, made all the difference. We're hanging out here. Second section for all the racers. Louis Duce, B2, Nathan, Quiet Mason, looking for that second place. We'll see. Could it be Jank Pickle, perhaps? Upper right-hand corner. You win them. This is a particular favorite, I think, of mine. I mean, they're all good. Oh, yo, Quiet Mason, watch out. Lower right. Oh, hey. Oh, that's clever. Haha, you can't ride it. You gotta do the thing. Ah, that's clever. That's clever. Your last one. Oh, yeah, you feel me. Last one was Haraga's old school level. Yeah. I like that, though. You got your style. I love these kinds of levels, and I'm just gonna gush about this kind of level design style for a minute. Like, there's an older time in Kaizo when something like this looked amazing. Wow, I can't believe it. What is this? You know, Kaizo 1 looking nostalgic. I like this. I like these kinds of designs because they look like levels that could have been a secret level in the real game. I know, you know, they're too hard for the real game, but when I was a kid growing up and playing, I didn't know. I didn't know what levels are there. It took me years to beat the game, you know? So I was always imagining, what would the other level be? What colors would it be? What enemies would you find there? What would happen? What would you have to do? And I never got to find out, and now we do. And so I don't know, it's just, I have a personal connection, a nostalgic and personal connection to this exact type of level design style. Oh, what's up, bees? Super Mike. How's it going, chat? How's your night? Thanks for making ROM Hack Races a little part of your Saturday evening. If you're having fun and you want to learn a little bit more, you can go to romhackraces.com. It's .com, our official website. You can download this patch. I'm gonna do that, and check out all the other levels that we've had. If you want to sign up for a race or jump on the Discord server, you can do all that and more over on romhackraces.com. Wowee, pretty cool. Nathan, look out. Nathan MG. Lower left-hand corner. A crisp and clean looking color palette here. And Nathan is just sizing this jump up, thinking about it. Smart moves, really. You know, I'm gonna give Nathan props. We have the little scout tool, little streamer thing that lets us see all the racers preparing beforehand when they're putting everybody's streams in it. And I was watching Nathan a little bit through this, practicing by playing last week's level, and I think that's cool. I think that's real cool. I want to give Nathan just one cool point for that, but a good one, you know, a shiny new one, like when your grandpa gives you like a fresh, like $5 bill that they got from the bank like that morning for your birthday. Oh, Jank Pickle! I didn't want to curse it. I didn't want to curse it. I wanted to be like, just getting Jank Pickle. Da -ba -da. Hey, I'm glad you're watching people play Mario instead of working. That's excellent. Glad to hear that. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. I'm just grateful to be able to do this, and really nice to see these gamers playing good levels, Kaizo levels every week. This is always really fun. Wow, we are still looking for a second place right now. And that's kind of surprising. Wow, that landing, Jank Pickle, I saw that. Oh, here's the win. Jank Pickle, come on. Oh, is it gonna be Nathan? Is it gonna be Quiet Mason? Who's gonna get this first? Oh, man. Man. With every death from every other racer at the end of this, just let this be a lesson at just how much a clutch one shot can make the difference. This race in general has been such a great example of something I'm always pointing out. Consistency versus one shots. What's really gonna make you the progress? How is the race going to be won? Yes, someone did win. We had You Fail Me for first place, but we're looking for second right now. Might be Quiet Mason in the lower right. Nope. Everybody's on the second section. There are 2. And keep in mind too, you know, if you're new to this, or if you haven't seen this kind of thing before, the racers are just seeing this level for the first time. That's how these races work every week. It's a fresh new level, and it's a sight reading competition. So Louis Duce, here we go. Oh, no. And Nathan, maybe? Nathan? Oh, watch out, buddy. Watch out. Oh, geez. Nathan made the riskiest jump I've ever seen, and he didn't die. That was pretty cool. There's a neat little thing about these platforms, these underpants platforms. They, just like gray falling platforms and a couple of other things, if the underpants platform is flush against the wall, there will be a pixel or so of it that sticks out farther than the wall does. And so you can stand on that, and you can just stand there safely. Dolphins have that sort of thing. Here, yeah, you see Quiet Mason kind of using that. That's the, yeah, using that to great advantage to take that clutch second place. Quiet Mason standing right on the pixel of destiny. Nicely done. Nicely done. Wow, the upsets tonight are real. Really impressive stuff here. Quiet Mason made our level, was that last week? We got Halcyon in the lower right. Nathan, Jank Pickle, and Louis Duce going for that goal. There it is. There it is. GG. Louis Duce. Well played. Well, there's our podium, but please hang around a little bit. Let's chat. Let's have a nice time. Spend our evening, talk about Kaizo. Cheer on all the rest of the racers as folks are coming out and trying their best. I think you should give them some GGs and some follows. Jank Pickle. Now they're coming in. Now they're coming in. Look at the tightness though, man. This is what I mean. This is a good level. This is what makes this race amazing, is because it's like everybody is clearing this in just about the same amount of time. People kind of group up. But You Fail Me's one shot on that ending was just so clutch. Oh, there's something I didn't mention here, but I figure everybody kind of already knows it. When they run up that triangle in the pokey pit, there's a pokey going around, they gotta hit the Kaizo blocks, run up the triangle. If you're running up a triangle, you can just run through Kaizo blocks. You like won't activate it with your head. I don't know, I don't really know why. It's probably because Mario is sideways, for the same reason that you can run up a wall of munchers or something like that. But yeah, you just don't hit him. It just doesn't exist. Nicely done, Nathan. As soon as I stop mentioning who's at the end, then all of a sudden, we're getting some clears. We got Bob Barrow 17 up here. We got B2. We got Halcyon. Catch 'em, catch 'em. Gotta catch 'em all. Really good gameplay tonight. This is one of my favorite things to do in the week. I really enjoy these. I hope you're all having fun as well. Would love to give a big shout out again to the ROM Hack Race staff. You hear my silly voice telling you things, but there's a whole group of people behind the scenes who are helping to make these events possible. Osu, on the restream. Fen, Kelgan, and Dr. No just doing so much, helping us out with so much, making these things go in a lot of cases. Thank you all so much for that. Thank you, Nathan, for the raid. Thank you all so much, Throwiner, RB Pimlico, Walking Eye Kerr, Doc and Fem for the testing this week, AmperSam, of course, for everything. There's a lot of friends, and if you would like to be a part of that, we got volunteer sheets, we got signups. We'd love to have more human power so we can do more cool stuff around here. But if you just want to hang out and maybe get some, get the ROM Hack Races base ROM, I gotta tell you about this, okay? I'm doing plugs tonight. I'm plugging things. Like, ROM Hack Races base ROM is amazing. There have been base ROMs before. AmperSam has really put in the effort and the time to make a really quality base ROM, and we use that for the levels that we race here, but it's also publicly available for everybody to use. And what does that do for you? Okay, let's say you're a brand new ROM hack maker. You want to get involved with it, you want to learn some stuff, right? You would, in the old days, in the dark times, you would just go and get yourself, use your Google ROM dumping device to dump the copy of Mario World that you physically own, like B2DE. Look out. Oh, okay, hold up, B2. Going for this win here. Oh! But, yeah, the dark times, like back in 2013, you would use your Google ROM dumping device to get your regular vanilla Mario World ROM, and then you would pretty much only be able to mess with that. And if you're new to ROM hacking, or Kaizo, you might not notice, and it's fair, I'm not trying to put you on the spot, it's your chance to learn, but you might not know that there's a lot of quality of life things that happened in the intervening time between when Fusoya dropped Lunar Magic on us and now. And the ROM hacks that you see now have so much more power under the hood than original Mario World ever did. They have a lot of custom code, custom graphics, custom sprites, interactions, all this other stuff. Stuff that we did not have back in the day. Stuff that only exists because a handful of really kind and dedicated people took the time to make it all for us for free. And now we have it and we can use it. So what AmperSam has done here is basically, instead of making you, like, let's put it this way. You want to be a painter, right? Okay, cool. We should go and crush up some plants to get the dye out of them, and then make your own paints, and then chop down a tree to make a paintbrush and make the bristles, and then you gotta stretch the canvas yourself, and then finally maybe you can paint. AmperSam has given you a lovely rose art, craft art kit. It's the same old stuff, the same old Mario World, but it's just got so much extra helpful stuff. Now you no longer have to make your own custom code to do basic helpful things. You don't need your own custom graphic. There's some stuff in there already. Lots of helpful blocks, lots of helpful things that you don't need to do yourself. And that is so amazing that I really, me personally, thank you. As someone who is just legitimately not that great at doing stuff like that in the first place, adding code to the ROM. Halcyon, though, might be trying to add their butt to the end here. But as someone who definitely could use that, thank you for that. Yeah, make a race level. Get that if you want. Oof, B2. But AmperSam's involved with the largely with the creation of that, as well as others. That is a wonderful thing that we have, and it has already helped so many people have a leg up in ROM hacking, you know? Back in the day, you had to do it all yourself, and with modern technology and really talented people like AmperSam, we are just doing a lot better. And it doesn't have to be so tough anymore. My grandpappy built this log cabin with his bare hands. Like, no, we don't have to do that anymore. You can just, just do it in an easier way. I did that once. Nobody caught me though, Fen. I hacked somebody's hack into my own hack. I hacked Thumb Shredder into Thumb Shredder's dad. That's just, that's my omission. That's my admission. Thumb Shredder's dad is literally just Thumb Shredder, but Rhea was just hacked. I didn't make a new thing. Oh! If I ever make a third Thumb Shredder, it's just gonna be a hack of the first one. I'm pretty sure the first few iterations of various dragons are just a hack of Search for Salmon. We got B2 here, we got Bob Barrow, Endless Ascent, and Halcyon. Me and you and Kaizo Mario. Again, if y'all have any questions, please feel free to ask, but this level is so clean and straightforward that, I don't know. Just not really, there's nothing really to explain. But say, you know, even if you're just jumping by, no, don't feel dumb, or whatever. If you're interested in learning, that's the best thing. Yeah, in a way, actually, they are. That's true. That's true. I should have named it Thumb Shredder's son. That would have made so much more sense. It's like it's like Fry from Futurama. It's like that kind of thing. Thumb Shredder is its own dad. Needs more composite video. Yeah, you're not wrong. If I'd have known this, if I would have been racing, I might have busted out the Dazzle DVC 101, so I could record capture AV to USB. That was what I started with, man. Shoutouts to the Dazzle. I still have it too. It still works. It's fine. I don't need to capture AV for any reason right now, but if I did, boy howdy, I might consider it. B2. Oh, we got this, buddy. Aww. Nice try. That ending is a lot harder than Euphemy's one-shot made it look. Because you want to avoid hitting your head on the bottom of the line, like I mentioned, of the invisible block. So you're just making a very tricky, very precisely controlled jump. It's I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it's pretty tough. Halcyon making it look easy though. Good job. You can spell Halcyon without GG, but you'd be spelling it wrong. What's up, Mr. Hank Scorpio? Taking over the southeast side of southeast corner of the globe down there. When people will say RGB mod, do they mean like component video or actual red, green, and blue cables? That's a good question. I'm not sure I know the answer to that. There's like some technical stuff. My buddy got into video synths and he knows all that stuff. Ask him. How are y'all doing tonight? I hope it's a good Saturday wherever you're at. Whatever time it is. Maybe it's even Sunday. You're in the future. Dunno. Also, hey, yo, I wanted to give a little heads up. Jank Pickle mentioning, gotta go make next week's level. I wanted to give a little heads up for everybody. This is really neither here nor there. but I just wanted to let you all know, me, Glitch Cat, your humble friend and commentator, I need to take off at least next week. Maybe the next 2 Saturdays, but no more than that. Long story short, I got a job. Like, not a real job, it's just for a week. But my family needs some help, and I'm gonna go get a job for a week so I can help them do a big job. There's a big job to do, and they need dudes that can do a big job, and I'm a dude that can do a medium job, and that'll probably be enough. So, so I gotta be out of town for a week, and I won't be here next week for the play-by-play, and I might not be here the week after, but we will leave you in capable hands, I promise. And there will be no shortage of fun on the channel, but I will be just watching along with everybody. Yeah, you know, there's a big job, and we got like one dude that can do a big-ish job, and like a couple of dudes that can do a medium job. Like, it'll add up to a big job, I'm sure. But it's gonna be some time. Gonna be some actual, you know, working for a paycheck work. But you know, I'll be back then. I'll be back, and yeah. And that's what's up. So I just want to let everybody know that, because I really enjoy doing these every week. But I'm not even gonna be on my own stream for that time. So I will also be missing out on the race. But I'll be watching. Like, I'll just have it on my phone. I'll just be at work. Who should we get? Okay, fine, you know. All right, maybe we could ask chat. Maybe we could make it fun. Like, you know, who should we get for? I have some great picks for commentary. What about you, chat? What do you think? Who do you think we should do commentary? You know, is there like someone like, oh, wouldn't it be funny? Yeah, I mean, Shovda's funny. You know, I wonder if she would. Shovda and BK were really funny when they did commentary for that one thing, Hyper 6. They didn't Shovda and BK commentate the Hyper 6 relay? Kazunami also. Well, I mean, like, they have to be willing to do it. Like, I also know who I was gonna chat with. But you know, it's a chance to do something fun. I will say, I also felt RB Pimlico did a absolutely stellar job when they were on. I think they did a fantastic job. I was gonna see if RB was around. I'd pick Snoop Dogg too if I could. That'd be hilarious sizzle. We could have an AI do it. Did you see those ROM hack racers? They were running the level. Yes, I saw them. They were doing it. They ran so fast. I couldn't believe it. But then they really did it. Yes, it was amazing. Let's get Charles Martinet. I heard he was looking for work. Oh, sorry, bud. That was mean. You know, that was a cool joke for Charles Martinet. I'm sure he has plenty of work. Sorry, Charles. He didn't deserve to be the butt of that joke. Oh, wait, let's spin it around. Let's get Chris Pratt. I'm sure he's gonna be looking for work soon. There we go. Fixed it. That was a great mid-air that you did. I couldn't believe how frame perfect it was. It's weird, if you watch enough of that silly AI stuff, you can learn to adopt the cadence of their speaking. And I didn't like it. It's weird. It's funny, but it's weird. This is such a classically 2013 Kaizo too, where the final trick is legitimately difficult. And I think, like, in a way, makers have kind of backed off on some of these ideas in a little bit. Here goes B2 for their try. Oh, that was such a good jump. That was such a, they like stood for it, they waited for it. It was so good. That's a good one, North. It's a real good one. Although my slogan, well, that's our thing, Da Vinci's Fancy Yellow Mustard. I got sick of brands that wouldn't sponsor streamers or anything. So I invented a brand of mustard that will sponsor everyone and everyone. So no one has to feel left out, you know? Da Vinci's Fancy Yellow Mustard's here for everybody. And not only is Da Vinci's Fancy Yellow Mustard here for everybody, but Da Vinci's Fancy Yellow Mustard is the greatest mustard ever invented since the dawn of mankind. It's yellow, and it's got more yellow in it than the sun. That's right, more yellow than the sun, because the sun's kind of orange. Have you ever looked right at it? No, no one has. They don't know what color it is. You've looked at Da Vinci's Fancy Yellow Mustard, you know. It's got that yellow flavoring that you and your family really crave. Yellow dye number 4, number 5, number 6, we got them all. We got all the yellow dyes, and we chock them all into every barrel of Da Vinci's Fancy Yellow Mustard. That's right, it only comes in barrels. You can't get it any other way. They're big, giant barrels. It's as big as they come. You get them at the local store. You gotta throw them into the car, truck them home. Take them, put them in your warehouse. Because you can't put them in your cupboard because they're a whole barrel. But trust me, you're gonna want an entire barrel because the yellow flavoring is just too incredibly good to pass up. You're not gonna ever want to not put anything other than that on your sandwich ever again. So you're gonna want to have it in the barrel, and you're gonna want to scoop it regularly. Now, if your barrel starts to break down, you're gonna have to call the Da Vinci's Fancy Yellow Mustard Barrel Repair Service, which is located on the bottom. Okay. 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 Oh, well, it's made out of fancy yellow redwood, of course. Yellow red is... It's a type of redwood that is yellow. Oh, B2. Oh. See, so we're selling mustard. It's a cheeky. It is a cheeky ending. With those fancy yellow outlined blocks. Okay, B2. Oh, man! Ah! Ah, I felt that. Live from the Da Vinci's Fancy Yellow Superdome. I just think Da Vinci's like, in all honesty, I'm gonna break the fourth wall on the illusion for a moment, but I really think Da Vinci's Fancy Yellow Mustard is a really, like, good fake product. You know what I mean? Like, that really sounds like it could be a mustard. Ask for it by name at your local grotisserie. Yes, fake mustard. That's exactly what those ruffians over at Doyle's Ugly Brown Mustard want you to think. But Da Vinci's Fancy Yellow Mustard is real and completely exists. So don't be fooled by cheap imitators like Doyle's Ugly Brown Mustard and go for the real deal. Da Vinci's Fancy Yellow Mustard, completely real since the dawn of time. Yeah, y'all are fun. Fun friends. Fun friends, good times. Thanks for coming by. It's RomHack Races. Maybe drop a follow. Come and see us on Saturdays at 8. We do these every week. And we got a new level, new racers. Anyone's welcome to sign up. If you're watching in chat and you think you want to win that barrel of mustard, why, you can sign up on the website. We're hanging out here with B2, DE81, Bob Barrow, and 4H, and Mr. Hank Scorpio. Yo, doing well, everybody. Everybody on the screen right now. Big time gaming here on the second section. This is good. Sub-hour, second section. This is a tough level, and I really just want to keep people in mind. Like, this is tough, and don't be fooled into thinking, oh, they're bad racers, whatever. Like, these are talented players playing hard things, you know? It's like the person that came in last at the Olympics. You're like, oh, they're bad. Like, no, you would lose to them in a race in a moment. They are the last place finisher at the Olympics is also exceptionally talented. And that's the sort of situation we have here, right? Oh yeah! Oh yeah! B2 fall. That was well earned. Well earned. They took a lot of deaths at that, but just like a true 2013 style, then you make it out in the end, and then you go, oh, I'm done, did it. If you're just joining us here, complexity ratings, difficulty ratings. Complexity 5 out of 10, execution 6 out of 10, 2 sections, and 5 out of 10 length on those sections, as tested by our in-house testers, who give up a little bit of time every week to just help us out. If you would like to be among them, hit us up. I really appreciate it too, because the people that have stepped up to do testing and things are folks who have come to us and, you know, filled out the form and been like, hey, I'd like to do this. And I really appreciate that kind of self-selection. You know, I think in particular, RomHack Races as a community really thrives from people just deciding that this is what I want to do and this is how I want to contribute, and then just going for it, you know? Just kind of get in where you fit in. But I don't mean like there's limited spaces. It's like everyone brings their own kind of skills, like AmperSam, making code and stuff. Kelgan, big time code. People doing testing, people working on graphics and utilities. It takes all types. Man, you know, this music's got me thinking, man. I really like Mario Land. It's a good little game. It's a little easy on a casual playthrough. The speedrun's tough. A little casually easy, but I think it's really fun. I used to play that on road trips a lot. Yeah, you can say that for it. It might not be like the other Mario games, but it was different, and that's like a good thing. Thank you for the raid, B2. Good job tonight. Well earned. That one was hard fought, but you got it in the end. DKC 2 for 20 bucks? That's a pretty good deal. That's actually a pretty good deal for that cart. I would consider that very fair. Thank you for the 29 months, Om Nom Nom. Thank you for all you do. Really, really appreciate that. You're great. Thanks for being a part of the crew. Hey, everybody, your subs and bits go back into the ROM Hack Race community. Nobody's just putting it in their pockets. We use this to fund things around here, pay for server costs for the website and stuff, and just keep the show running. So thank you for that contribution. I just want to make that clear. Yo, Mr. Hank Scorpio. Mr. Hank Scorpio, let's go. Yeah, the ending's rough. But that's the 2013 for you. That's that 2013 style. Ah, germed up GG. GGERMDOVE. They were off stream, they one-shot the end. That's amazing. 1,000 cool points. I'm gonna rain them down upon them from a hot air balloon. GG. Oh wait, you have a not for resale DK3? That's pretty tight. I think that's probably worth some coins. Yeah. Yeah, too bad you can't resell it though. Yep, yep, it's illegal. No one would buy it. Oh no, sorry. You gotta deal that one in a back alley somewhere behind a pool hall with a guy named Tony. Hey, Tony, you got the goods? You pull out DKC, not for resale. Like, all right, are you sure you're not the cops? You're not gonna tell anybody I resold this, are you? Cause if you do, you'll be sleeping with the empty barrels of Da Vinci's fancy yellow mustard. I bet you're also the kind of person that takes the tag off the couch that says, "Do not remove under penalty of law." Those tags are for the manufacturer, not the consumer. The manufacturers are legally required to disclose the ingredients in mattresses and things. As well they should be. And what sorts of materials it's made out of. Hey, is that a win? Is that a win from Zaplex? Hey. Oh man, it's a little tricky to get everybody's clears because we're all like hanging out on the second section. Is that a Zaplex GG? Exclamation leaderboard in chat if you'd like to check the leaderboard yourself. Or just go to romhackraces.com. That's where it lives. Oh yeah, hey, it's the scouts are doing a fantastic job. We really appreciate it. Scouts give up their time in the week to just like sit at the central brain headquarters and watch everybody's streams. Make sure, you know, hey, this person's taking the lead, put them on or whatever. With a bunch of racers on, yeah, everyone's being so fast and so talented here. With a bunch of racers on the final section, it can be tough to know who's about to break through to get what at any moment. So yeah, we really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you to the scouts. Thank you to the scouts, Kelgand, Osu, what's up, Dot, and Fen. And me, I'm also in the scout thing, but I'm not, I'm just there. Thank you for the raid, Germdove. Thank you, thank you. Hey, I want to remind everybody, if you're looking for a little more Kaizo in your lives, after tonight's race is over, or any other time, please go and follow some of the racers. Check out the Mario World directory on Twitch. There are so many kind and cool people who are streaming Kaizo right now, and I think you would really like their streams, and I would really love to see some other streamers get some more numbers and some more action. Give them a sub. Give them a sub, drop a follow, say hey in chat, say, yo, I saw you on ROM Hack Races, great job. That's a great way to get people talking, communities mixing up a little bit. What's on your mind tonight, chat? We're hanging out here with CO Cadelic, Bob Borrow, Endless Ascent, and Ann4H. I'll make that Mr. Hank Scorpio. What's on your mind? How are you? How's your weekend? What have you been doing? Games are you playing? Me, I've been drawing. Been working on my drawing. I hurt my hand, so I can't play guitar for a little while. And that's a bummer, because I was making big strides, man. I was going places. And I'll still be going places again. It's got to take a break. But I need a creative outlet, so I've been drawing a bit more. A PC version of Zelda 2, you say? I don't think I've heard of that. Is that like one of those kind of like like that Donkey Kong Country thing where it's like it's not a hack, it's like a remade. They like remade the game. Mr. Hank Scorpio looks like they're going for some cheese there, maybe. Yeah, Mr. Hank Scorpio has this idea here that they, instead of sliding down the slope, are they going to try this again? Yeah, they are. Oh, that would work, too. Oh, that would definitely work. Yeah, it would definitely work, but it's a scary strat. It's harder than what you're supposed to do, but maybe not for Hank. Because different players have different, different strengths, different weaknesses, and in committing to that strat, Hank is choosing one thing over another thing, which is, okay, it's hard to do the spin jump off the pokey and get under that platform, sure. But it's also hard to be bouncing on the note block and then have to make that motion. So which hard thing do you want to do? Which, pick your poison, as they say. That's a good decision. Sometimes cheese, quote unquote cheese, or an alt strat or something is just you getting to make a decision as a player about where the difficulty is. Is it here or is it there? And in those moments, play to your strengths. Why not? What else are your strengths good for? Props to these racers for sticking it out. We schedule about 2 hours for these broadcasts every Saturday, so please just feel free to hang out. Kick it with us. Oh, Fen, you didn't even think to slide there. Cleared with the win, yeah. Yeah, a butt slide will kill pokies, and it's one of the only things that can in that way. Well, shells will knock the segments out, but a butt slide just eliminates the whole thing. Bob Barra. Thinking about it. I love how you can, I love the setup. I love the way, oh, Mr. Hank Scorpio too. I love the way this area looks. You know, you're standing there, you see the whole task. I really like that. I think that's a good approach to level design, which is like, you start out the level and you're standing somewhere. And what you can see is where you are and where you're going. Then when you get there, you see where you are and where you're going. And you keep leapfrogging like that, you know what I mean? And at that moment at the end there, you're standing up at the top and you see the whole thing and you can just look at that with your eyes. Or some other organ that senses light and just kind of get the whole flow of it. Play it in your mind first. It has good clarity. Another thing to point out with this section is that bouncing on the chucks is harder than it looks visually. Because the chucks actually have like a wedge-shaped hitbox on their helmet. You can really think of it as like the helmet is actually rounded. It's not, but you can think of it that way. And so it works like a disco shell. If you land on the left side of the chuck, the tendency is for it to kick you off with extra momentum toward the left, and similarly to the right. And so it's not necessarily just as easy as it might seem visually, where you just land on the chuck's head and then you bounce in the direction that you want to go. That would be the way it would work with a Goomba or a Koopa or something else that you get a solid bounce from. But the chuck has this wedge-shaped hitbox, like I said, and that's where a lot of the difficulty is coming from. It's really tough to design this kind of old school thing. You're working with limited elements. Just, old school uses less to begin with. And it's tricky to come up with obstacles that are interesting, but don't necessarily feel just kind of cruelly precise. You know what I mean? It's easy enough with old school design. You can really get slap happy with munchers and tight jumps and stuff. But I really like how this level design uses that incidentally, but doesn't rely on it. It relies on interesting situations, such as the pokey with the triangle, or the 2-tile Kaizo block jump at the end, the chuck, bridge building. That's a nice little sub-theme here, that you're building bridges the whole time. You build it with the pokey, and then you build it again with the chuck. That's another thing I like about this level design is like the callbacks to themes. It's like you can really think of like obstacles and gimmicks and ideas like music or like a movie, or with that same kind of artist's eye, where first you start off and you do the obstacle where you land on the platform and do the thing. And then later in the level, you do the thing, but without the platform. And then at the end of the level, you do like a bigger thing with the 2 platforms or something. You know, you're kind of like riffing on itself. First they show you this scene in the movie, then they show you the other one, and it builds on top of itself, but it all has the same kind of elements in it. It's working with similar elements, you know. If you use a gray platform, use it again somewhere. Use it for something else, something new. Or do the same obstacle, but this time you're landing on the opposite side of something, or figure out how to invert an obstacle and like make it so that it's upside down or something. Backwards. There's all sorts of like tricks you can use. You can take a few ingredients and stretch them out for a long way. If you think about your obstacles on... Oh, Mr. Hank Scorpio. No curse. I was watching though the whole time. No curse. I was trying to just play it real chill. You know, not say anything, no curse. But now we can say, Mr. Hank Scorpio, Oh, the Denver Broncos. You just don't understand football, Marge. GG. Yeah, if you get the pixel, you get to just hang out and stand. Yep. And that's what's going on here. Bob Barrow too. You can run to the right here, and if you jump and press yourself flush against the wall, that cement wall on the right, you'll catch the right-hand pixel of the platform that sticks out, and you'll be able to just stand there and line up your jump. Makes it a lot easier. You know, I'm just kind of thinking about how tough this level would have been in 2013. I would say it's like substantially. I'm trying to think if this is a, what's this, a 5 out of 10 in 2023? This might have been an 8 out of 10 in 2013. Very well could have been. Yeah, none of the blocks would have been outlined, I don't think. Maybe a coin. But this would be substantially more difficult. Bob Barrow. Oh, we got two. Oh, we do. Oh, I didn't even say. We got two COs. We got CO Endless Bob. Endless CO Bob. And we got Am4H. Is there any functional difference between the Flying Koopas with red or yellow capes? Yes. There actually is, but I don't know what it is. I think yellow Koopas will swoop down and they won't go back up, and red caped Koopas will swoop down and up. But there I see the yellow Koopa doing that and swooping up, so maybe I'm wrong about that. Is it just color? I thought there was a difference. I thought there was some very minor technical difference about them. But, alright, I was wrong about that. You know what might be interesting? This just occurs to me now. Like, I just thought of this now. I know on SMW Central, we have the long list of glitches. The known list of glitches in Mario World, which is like 1 billion pages long and has awesome stuff. But this would be a big long-term project. I don't, let's not start this right away. What if there was like a Mario World tech wiki? Or could we add that to the Kaizo wiki in some way? Could we, like, say you wanted to look up information about Super Koopas. You just go to the Mario Kaizo wiki and you type in Super Koopa, and it pulls up, what do you want to know? Do you want to know how big their hitbox is? Do you want to know how many pixels, blah, blah, blah? Do you want to know glitches that involve them? Do you want to know, like, you know what I mean? Like, and then you could just, like, search for tech and things just like based on the elements involved. Like say you're playing a puzzle level and it has a Yoshi and a thing, a Yoshi and a mole, or just a pure example. Like you could look up like Yoshi mole, and you could see like what kind of interactions there are. The SMW speedrun folks have got a lot of that. Oh, good. I didn't know that, but good for them. Well, good for everyone. Thank you to them, because that would be a lot of work. Yeah, I was just throwing out info, or just like ideas, you know. But it's just like, here's literally everything we know about Super Koopas. Here's everything we know about this sprite and that sprite and everything. Just like this gargantuan technical resource. But like I say, that's more like a... That sounds like work. But that also sounds like work. Wow, that's a lot of information. I'd like to do something like this for shell tech and item abuse tech someday. Okay, that's a huge rabbit hole I'm gonna get into in another day. That's actually real cool. How long is a Mario second? How long do snails sleep for? Oh, hey, all right. I'm looking over there, seeing Ant4H making their way all the way to the goal. This is great. They got a shot at it. Yeah, wasn't Oth's chat talking about how long a Mario second is, and it's 41 frames? What I want to know... Here's one. If y'all want to do some math and studying on things, what I want to know, and it's surprisingly difficult to get a concrete answer. Bob Barrow, though, holy cow, I love that. Though, man, that was so fast. I thought they were gonna line that up again. Most people wait until the platform is going down to make that jump, and most people do that with a spin. Bob Barrow did neither of those things, which is actually harder to do than what everybody else did. That was awesome, clear. Good job. GG Barrow. Hey, we got... Okay, this is a name I don't recognize, but I would love to say welcome to ROM Hack Races. I'm gonna do my best with this one. Eekfanil? Eekfanil? Is that kind of close? Is that... Please teach me how to say the name. Welcome to ROM Hack Races, a name I don't recognize, but I'm glad to see new friends hanging out and giving the level a try. We got them coming in the upper right. We got Ant4H in the upper left. We got Endless Ascent and CO Cadelic rounding out the bottom. Oh, that clears it up, Osu. Thank you. But what I was gonna say was, I want to know the frame rate of a pinball flipper. I know that's a weird thing to say. I mean, obviously real life doesn't have frames in the way that a game has frames, but I want to know the amount of time it takes in real-time seconds for a pinball flipper to go from its lowest position to its most extended position. Like the solenoid coil, the electromechanical coil that operates the pinball flipper, has a metal shaft on the inside. I hear your chuckles, Beavis and Butthead. And that moves at a particular rate, and that could be measured and understood. And that's what I'd like to know. Real life does have frames when you go bowling. That's so true. I'm not even gonna argue. You're absolutely right. I couldn't. I'd look like a fool. I'd get kicked off the debate team right now for arguing something preposterous. And I'm trying to go to states, so I gotta stay on the team. Put me in, coach. But I'm really curious about that. I'm curious about how quickly a pinball flipper moves, because I'd like to know a 60th of a second in a video game is still a 60th of a second in real life. Like, one frame is a 60th of a second no matter where you're at. And I'd like to know what the frame window on certain pinball tricks is, as it compares to how many 60ths of a second does it take for a pinball flipper to move? And that would be interesting, because it would mean that something like a live catch would be like an X frame, and like an X amount of frame window to get that to happen. You could even figure it out with like physics math. I mean, I know the numbers aren't going to round off evenly and be all clean, but you could generally figure out that, like, okay, to do a successful live catch where you stop the ball, you generally have X amount of time window to make that work. And I think that's interesting. It would probably be different, right? There's probably so many variants. That's why it's a tricky answer to hunt down, right? Because there's so many variants, and there's so many, yeah, there's just way too much there to, like, get a solid number, which is why it's always just been kind of like a weird quandary of mine. But, like, just in general, like, there is a number there somewhere in general. A pinball flipper takes, 0.00 how many seconds to flip up. Well, I feel like you could do it with, like, a high-speed camera. Okay, because there's this... Sorry to go off on a tangent here. We're just hanging out for the race. If you have questions, please ask. I'm just hanging out chatting with folks. There's only so much play-by-play I can give, but I'd love to give some play-by-play for And4H here. Dropping in for the win. Getting so close. Great effort tonight. I had a thought. Oh yeah, there's these guys that filmed a pinball in high speed. They're like a high speed YouTube channel. They film things with a high speed camera. And they did a pinball episode where they filmed pinball flippers moving. And I thought, well, couldn't you just figure out how long it takes in the film? Right? You see the flipper moving at high speed and it goes really slowly. So couldn't you just figure out how long that 2 seconds of the pinball flipper moving is, right? And then what's the frame rate of the camera? And then you could figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, you could just do some math and figure out how fast that actually took. Like, you're seeing it in 3 seconds, but because of the frame rate of the camera, it actually took X amount of time. And it might not be a very accurate measurement, but I think it would still be a number. I don't know. I'm just fascinated. I'm just fascinated by it. I just want to be able to be like, yeah, that pinball move is X amount of frames. But like, what games are you playing this week? What are y'all doing? Yeah, right? Yeah, Germed Up. Yeah, I feel like I've seen them do that before. Endless Descent, lower left, looking for their shot at glory. Oh. Ah, yes, TurboTax. It's about that time. Everyone's working on their strats. Oh, wow, Neverwinter Nights. I remember that game. Vaguely. Thank you so much for the raid, Proto Pizza. A good friend and true. Thanks. What's up? Oh, did you clear the level? GG. Yo, those one-shots on the ending. Love to see them. Or in your case, experience them. Good job. Thank you for playing. I hope it was fun. Drop a follow for a friend. Go watch some new streams. Getting excited when people get to the end. Endless. Well, yo, once again, I'll give you the spiel. Thank you for making ROM Hack Races a part of your Saturday night. If you'd like to hang out with us off stream, you can always join the Discord, which is on the website, romhackraces.com, and you can participate in any race if you want to be a part of this. They're free to sign up, free to participate in. All you gotta do is be there or be square, I guess. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. What's up? How are you feeling? I mean, if you got questions, if people want to learn more about Kaizo or whatever, feel free to ask. We're just here cheering on N4H, Efanil, Endless Ascent, and Psychedelic. If you want to learn a little bit more about Kaizo, please feel free to shout it out. I said there's only so much play-by-play I can give on exactly the same obstacle. Are there ever non-Mario hack races? So in the past, we have had a couple of things. We've had races of Yoshi's Island, Mario World 2, we've had Mario 3, and we've had Mario 2 races. I don't think we've ever had Mario 1. We have had some Mario 3 races. We also have had Hack Attack, which was we've done it twice now. ROM hack only speedrun marathon. You know, similar GDQ kind of everybody knows speedrun marathon, but in our case it was speedruns of only ROM hacks. And for that, we also had some folks that were showing off. Oh geez, we've had Monkey Ball, Donkey Kong Country 2, Super Metroid, Doom. We got to see a Doom mod, that was cool. Celeste has lots of good mods. There's that one Celeste mod come out that looks rad. It's called Strawberry Jam Forever or something. It looks amazing. So we have had that. The races on Saturday. We usually do Kaizo SMW. Occasionally we have had other stuff. But yeah, in general, we mostly stick with Mario. Although, you know, there are cases, and we are kind of have some irons in the fire with some things where if there are other hack communities or other people making things that would like to do a race of some kind, if someone says, yo, I made this Kirby hack and we'd like to maybe race it or something, we could, you know, that could be a thing. I think primarily, mostly people are making Mario World hacks. The community for hacking other stuff is substantially smaller unless you get into some other communities like ours, which are long-standing and well-oiled machines. Not to pat ourselves in the back too much, but we deserve it. Communities such as the Doom modding community, the Celeste modding community, also doing a lot of stuff. I Want to Be the Fan Games, that's got a lot of, fan-made content kind of thing. But when you get into games like Super Metroid or Zelda or stuff like that, maybe Contra, Castlevania, that's a big franchise. There just aren't that many people doing it. There's not really anybody playing mods, making them, not really a lot of tools to do that, and the community's a little bit smaller, which is not a bad thing. But yeah, it kind of makes it so that, say we were to have a Kirby Superstar ROM hack Kaizo race, hardly anyone would know how to play it. And that's, they could learn or whatever, but in the moment, right, it's just kind of new. It's the same thing that gets tough with Mario 2. People just don't know how to do the stuff. Like, in Kaizo, the assumption on, even for an easy Kaizo level, even a 3 out of 10, a 2 out of 10, a 4 out of 10, there are certain assumptions that the maker is safe to make about what the player knows, how the tech they know, what they know how to do. Oh, and 4H, that was so good. They almost got it. They're like one jump away every time. But so Kaizo Mario World makers are making these assumptions. For example, they're making the assumption that most players understand that you can kill things with a butt slide. That wasn't very cryptic here in this level. We get that. Most players know that you have to bounce on the chuck 3 times. Most players know what a regrab is. They're just at least familiar with that concept. Most players know generally what things are safe to spin jump on and what things aren't. But when you get into other Mario games like Mario 2, you can't make those basic assumptions anymore. People don't know basic things, and that's because there's just not a lot of tech for it. If the Mario 2 hacking community or Donkey Kong Country 2 or whatever would continue going and have as much time put into it as Mario World has, if it had time to evolve the way we have had time, then you would eventually see a community that also was making those assumptions. That you're playing Donkey Kong Country hacks that are on a whole other level now because the maker just assumes that you already know how to do this bit of tech. You don't have to think about it now. They don't have to indicate it or tell you. Like we indicate in Kaizo, Endless Ascent. Let's go. We are indicating that Endless Ascent has cleared the level. Big, giant victory. Giant goal. GG. I think that is true. If you press, it cancels because you're jumping. Something in the game understands that you're jumping off of it. Like you're like standing on it and then jumping off of it. I think I recall that from when I made my butt slide level. And then there were 3. We got and 4H. We got E Final. We got CO Cadelic. Really appreciate the GGs for all the racers. Y'all are kind about that. Really, really like that. And I like that about our community. Yes, it's ROM hack races. We're racing, we got a podium, first place, whoa. But it's about everybody trying their best, working hard to be a little bit better than they were before. This is less a race and more of a body improvement club, Like from Mob Psycho. I like us like that. I like Kaizo being like that. And when I think about how I want me and my friends, how I want to play Kaizo with my friends, it's very much the body improvement club, where just the sheer goal of just being a little bit stronger than you were before and trying your all and giving your best and just doing everything you can to just be as strong as you can, I like that. Body improvement club, trans rights. Oh. Loving this consistency here. And 4-H just getting back there over and over again. Making great moves. This has honestly been cool to see. And 4-H just plowing through this and just getting so consistent. Once they've got a section, their movements are tight. They're even like doing little micro optimizations. I like this. I like this a lot. Well, if you're looking for something to play on this cold, chilly Saturday night, might I make a recommendation? New on SMW Central, it was approved recently. Gotta give a shout out here. A tea kettle full of wet bees. I played that one last night. I've seen a lot of people playing it, and I picked it up. Well, I mean, I play them all, but I picked it up because people were raving about it. People were saying, oh, this is so good. You have to check this out. Yes, it is. Oh, yes! And 4-H! And 4-H! Let's go! Let's go. You know what's even better than a tea kettle of wet bees is a tea kettle of GG's for and 4-H. I believe that is their first race. And check it out. Not even last place. Wouldn't be ashamed to be last place. That meant you tried and did well. But even getting up there in the ranks. Nice job. Good race. Well played. We got CO, we got E final. We're down to 2. At the risk of stating the obvious. I don't know about you all, but it's a hot cocoa kind of night. You made it. You did it. You did it. You won. You won the level. And CO, here we go. You got this, buddy. Yes! Yes! That was awesome. CO, let's go. Great job. Excellent. Splendid. Magnificent. I'm so proud of everybody. I mean that. I don't want to be patronizing here. I legitimately mean that. I'm proud of everybody. I'm proud of you. You came out, you took on a tough challenge that you didn't even know what it was going to be in front of people who might be watching, and that's not easy to do. That's not easy to do. Let's be real clear about that. That's not easy to do. To be like, okay, here we go, you know? I mean, I've played in front of small crowds, big crowds. I always get a little nervous. It happens. I'm proud of everybody. I'm proud of y'all for trying. I'm proud of y'all for working on your skills. I hope that you get something good and meaningful out of that in your own lives. Really, really do. I don't know. I don't mean to be silly or corny or patronizing or anything, but personally, I get so much out of Kaizo and of just, you know, Body Improvement Club, getting a little bit better every time and just trying to beat those levels and feeling yourself get a little stronger. I hope you get something really good out of that. All of y'all. I'm just happy to share this with everybody, and I'm proud of y'all. I really am. So, you know, we got one. We're hanging out here. I want to let everybody know too, again, if you didn't hear before, I will not be on commentary next week, and I may not be on commentary the week after that. Sorry. Canadian, sorry. Long story short, for those that didn't hear, long story short, I got a job for a week. My family has a business thing, and they need some dudes to do a big job, and I'm a dude who can do a job, and we got a couple other dudes that can do a job, and so they asked for some help. They said, hey, can you come down and help us out? We really need people. And I was like, yes, I can. So, you know, they always have my back, so I have their back. And I'm going to be taking off for a week, going and getting paid to do manual labor in the city. So, you know, John Henry was a steel driving man. But I will not be on comms next week. We will leave you in very capable hands, I can assure you. And I may not be on comms the week after that, depending on how long the job takes. So, sorry, I'll miss yous. And I hope that you will allow me to return. Well, since we're all here hanging around, we're watching eFenil. We're watching them here, but we're gonna wrap it up pretty soon. We're gonna head out on a raid, so you can follow them, check out some other channels. Thank you all for dropping by again. I really, really appreciate it. There will be a race next week. I just will not be on the commentary. Oh, thank you. It should be all right. Trying to think of what else I wanted to mention. Drop by the ROM Hack Races Discord if you wanna hang out with friendly people. Check out romhackraces.com. Alright everybody, we are going to throw it over for a raid here pretty soon. Unfortunately, and there are a lot of reasons why someone might want to do this, we can't raid eFenil. So go and give them a follow and check out their stream on your own. I trust that you will do that. That's how they cash in their cool points. Go and check out their stream, give them a follow, give them some support. It's really nice to see a new friend coming around and racing, and I love to see the new names, people trying hard. So we will be back next week for another race, but in the meantime, I think we are going to throw a raid over here pretty soon. Thank you once again, yo, to everybody who helped out with this one. Osu on the restream, Doc doing so much for us. Thank you, Doc. Fen doing so much for us. Thank you, Fen. Mithrillionaire doing so much for us. Thank you, Mithrillionaire. RB Pimlico doing so much for us. Thank you, RB. Walking Eye doing so much for us. Thank you, Walking Eye. Kerr testing levels for us. Kelgan knowing all the code in the whole universe. What's up, Dot? Loves their trans comrades, same as us. Thank you for everything that y'all put into these races. It is an honor to do them, and I hope to be back soon. One, maybe two Saturdays, and then I will return, hopefully in good spirits, and we will be able to hang out and get together again. I have been GlitchCat. You have been you. Thank you. You matter. Your thoughts matter. Your heart matters. Your feelings matter. You matter to other people in your lives, and you matter to me as human beings. You matter to the internet's #1, Longboy Furret, and the people who matter to you in your lives. Would love to hear from you about that. We know Black Lives Matter, LGBTQIA+ lives matter, Indigenous lives matter, disabled lives matter. You too. I will see you all again just as soon as I can. Stay in touch on Discord. I'll be back on comms before you know it, and we'll have some fun next week. I can guarantee it. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.
Wow.